The story of the RMS Titanic didn't end in 1912, it became a legend, a ghost haunting the world's imagination. For decades, her resting place was a mystery fueling obsessions among explorers and historians. The search for Titanic was more than a hunt for a shipwreck, it was a quest to touch a lost era. Despite countless expeditions, the ocean kept its secret for 73 years. The North Atlantic's depths are vast, dark, and crushing. Many believed she'd never be found. Then, in 1985, Dr. Robert Ballard's team finally discovered her, not a proud liner, but a broken, ghostly relic on the seabed. The moment was somber, a confirmation of tragedy, not triumph. The Titanic's silent call from the deep grew louder, echoing with new questions. Could we do more than just visit her? Could we bring her home? The idea was audacious, almost unthinkable. But for some, the challenge was irresistible. The next chapter was about to begin. Titanic lies in two main pieces, 12,500 feet down, shrouded in darkness and cold. Remotely operated vehicles revealed a ship slowly dissolving, her bow draped in rusticles, her deck stripped to metal bones. The stern is a mangled ruin, torn apart by the violence of her sinking. Between the wrecks, a debris field, boots, dolls, bottles, silent memorials to lost lives. The ship is fragile, her steel eaten away, as delicate as wet paper. Lifting her would risk total destruction. The Titanic is no longer just a shipwreck, she's part of the seabed, a monument balanced between memory and oblivion. To raise her would be to disturb a fragile grave. Yet the dream persisted. Could technology save what the sea was slowly erasing? The world wondered. Raising Titanic would demand unprecedented engineering. Her fragile hull can't be pulled up. She'd crumble. Engineers imagined a massive cradle, assembled by deep-sea robots to support her entire length. Giant buoyancy bags would lift her slowly, inch by inch, through freezing darkness and crushing pressure. Every moment would risk collapse. Gases expanding, rusticles breaking, the wreck disintegrating. The ascent could take weeks, monitored by submersible pilots fighting currents and disaster. Breaking the surface would be the most dangerous moment. Exposure to air would accelerate decay. She'd need immediate transfer to a floating dry dock for desalination and preservation. The ascent would be a gamble with history itself. And even then, the real challenge would just be starting. Inside the dry dock, restoration would begin not to rebuild, but to preserve. Electrolysis would halt corrosion, stabilizing the fragile metal. Conservators would reinforce what remains, using transparent supports to show both structure and scars. The goal: conserve history, not erase tragedy. Surviving wood and artifacts would be carefully treated and displayed. Replicas of lost spaces would be built around original fragments, blending memory and reality. Every object, satchels, toys, dishes would return to the ship, telling human stories. The Titanic would become a living museum, a bridge to the past. Visitors would walk through history, feeling the echoes of that fateful night. The ship would be more than an artifact. She'd be a deeply personal experience. Imagine Titanic afloat again, not to sail, but as a museum, moored in a climate-controlled enclosure. Visitors would step from the present into 1912, wandering her decks, seeing both restoration and ruin. The experience would be somber, a memorial, not a celebration. Interactive exhibits would share the stories of all aboard, from captain to emigrant. Yet, a question would linger. By raising her, have we honored the lost or disturbed their grave? Some would call it desecration, others a tribute. The raised Titanic would symbolize both human ingenuity and folly. She'd remind us of the dangers of arrogance and the fragility of our creations. Her true value might be as a conversation, a question about memory, loss, and learning from the past. No longer just a shipwreck, she'd ask us to remember, to reflect, and to never forget. The sea, after all, always has the final say.